everybody. How's everybody doing? Not going to be on long. It's late. And everything that I had planned to do today didn't happen. We've all had those days. I'm finally getting, I didn't sleep right for the past, for a couple days. And for the past couple nights, thankfully, I've been sleeping really good. So I'm feeling better. My voice is back to somewhat of a normal uh, tolerance, and I'm feeling better. I'm not as tired. Hi, Sandy. I'm not dealing with whatever. I still have a little bit of whatever I got, but I'm not like, I feel better. I feel like I have more energy. So the plan was to continue to work on these soap caddies. I have to get done tomorrow because they have to be ready to give to Eli Yoder this weekend. That didn't happen. My mom had to go to Myers. It's supposed to snow, I think, today or tomorrow. So we wanted to get out for that. And so we went there. Well, first we went to the post office because I got the stamps. Some of them anyway. Hi, Fuzzy. Put hashtag blessed if you want people to connect with your channel. So we went to the post office, got some stamps. And we went to the Dollar Tree because I had to get a card for somebody, and I get to get like a package to put the stuff in, a gift bag for Eli Yoder and so forth. So I had to do that, and so it's been one of them days. And then we got done at Myers, and then we went to Hobby Lobby, and I was like, okay. Went in there real quick. So, and I'm starting to try to figure out the designs for the baby shower for Christina. I've got some cardstock, but I'm gonna have to get more next month because I just running out of funds. I do want to get the gift, or not the gift, the book for you all when we go see Eli Yoder. I don't know how much he charges for his books, but I need to pick up one for Christina and one for you all, hopefully. So hopefully I can do that. And for the giveaway that I'll do next month. And so hopefully tomorrow I can do the little short on Dog the Bounty Hunter giveaway, which is still happening, and that is till the end of the month. And I can start recording Advent devotions and doing all that. I feel like I have more energy. That's awesome. And I don't know if I sound better. I feel better than I did. I felt lousy, guys, last week. And I felt like I needed some days just to have a break. And I don't know if people realize that, but sometimes, as wonderful as YouTube is, it can be a little draining, and sometimes you need a mental break. And I'm starting to put together Christina's baby shower. I've been working really hard on like the invitations so that they're ready to be printed and so forth. I've been working on like the games. There's going to be 2, like Price is Right, and we maybe do a nursery rhyme one, and we're going to do her favorite shows. Now I'm thinking of what decorations need to happen, and then she's telling me what food she wants. And hi, Rudy. And so all those things have kind of come together. Hi, Fred. And so we've been doing all that, and so we've got this big project. I'm probably going to schedule a live for Friday. It'll give me time to do everything because I want to go through all the companies that I found to send out invitations to. Now, one I sent out last night, and it's Chickadee Baby Company, and they actually allow you to send the invitation through the internet. One thing that I didn't like was that you got no response that it actually went through. So I'm going to wait a little bit on that one, but I may send out a physical invitation and see if we get any more response than if we sent a digital one. And hopefully is it deck? Hopefully I said that right. But welcome on in. You can also put hashtag blessed if you'd like people to connect with your channel. So I don't know. It's kind of like, well, it may work, it may not. So I wish that they would have sent you a confirmation through your email that they received it. They only do 5 welcome boxes for anybody every month. So we don't know if Christina will be one of the ones that they get or give out. So I've got like 60 companies that I found, and I'm going to collect more names. Not that we're going to send them to all 60. Postage is going to be a lot. So if anybody wants to help with postage for it, that'll be not expected, but it will be appreciated. Um, because I think this is really going to be helpful to people that are expecting a little one along the way, to see which companies and what we get back and what we receive. If it's worth it, what companies aren't worth it. Hi Nancy, aren't worth it to send anything to, and so forth. So hopefully it's helpful to somebody that is going to have a baby, or someone that maybe their child is going to have a baby and they could do this for them and see if they can get any kind of free products. So it's going to be interesting to see what we get. And I will do a live probably on Friday or on Thursday listing all the companies that I have gathered. And some of them may not be relative in everybody's area. And then as we get stuff in, I will do individual shorts as far as this is what we received, so that people know these are the companies we sent to, these are the companies don't bother doing it to. So we'll go from there. And then I'm going to let people know how I would do it if you were going to send them out. So we'll do a live probably on Friday, how I would go forward and so forth in sending them out and getting them out there. If you didn't want to waste sending invitations that were directly from the baby shower, you can do easy invitations on Canva. Make invitations up. They've got templates. Make RSVP cards. Put it together. They can be baby neutral if you didn't want the gender revealed. And put them in. I ordered, and I'll put what I've so far ordered. I ordered envelopes from Amazon, 250, which I know we won't use, but we'll have extra envelopes. 250 envelopes from Amazon. I think I got them for like $10. And just so everybody knows, I went to what was it? I went to Dollar Tree, and I went and looked for thank you notes, because what I wanted to do was make sure that I could have thank you notes at the party with the envelopes that people could put their address on. And this is really good for anybody having a baby shower or a bridal shower, because especially for somebody who's having a baby, when they have to write those thank you notes, if they have the envelope with the person's name on it or the address, and you can even print, like I've got a return address label, so I'll print some sheets of Christina's address so she could just stick that on. That makes it easier for the mom to be, if they don't have to go for a list and take it and write the address. So don't even bother going to Dollar Tree, y'all. I went to Dollar Tree and I thought, I'll pick up some thank you notes. Okay? Hi, Allison. Pick up some thank you notes. If you were lucky to get 6, usually they used to come in like a package of 12, right? Now they come in a package of 4 thank you notes or 6 thank you notes. I'll have to show you on Friday which ones I got, for $1.25. I went to Hobby Lobby and got so much better quality thank you notes. They're not even really thank you notes. Beautiful little tree, and it has a beautiful little Bible verse inside. I got 15 cards for $1.99. Don't bother going to Hobby Lobby for your thank you notes. Or not Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree. Go to Hobby Lobby. And the tablecloths, I didn't get all the tablecloths, but I just got one, were 99 cents at the Dollar Tree. Or I'm going to get these all confused. They were 99, they were $1.25 at Dollar Tree. My mom says, well, why don't you just get them at the Dollar Tree? I said, I want to go see what we were not very far from Hobby Lobby when we were over at Myers. And believe it or not, Not all the tablecloths at Hobby Lobby are 99 cents, but the one I picked up is 99 cents. So if you're looking, I'm not bothering to get any more thank you notes from the Dollar Tree because I can get 15 thank you notes or cards or whatever from the Hobby Lobby for $1.99. And they're so much better quality. They are absolutely beautiful. And this way, at the party, we can hand everybody an envelope and say, please put your name, if they're in our church where she wouldn't have to mail them, put your name on these on the envelopes so that Christina can send you, send you a thank you card. If they're out of town or they don't come to our church and she has to mail them, put your address. Or everybody just put your name and address on the envelope, and that way if she doesn't have it, she could have it and, put it in her address book or whatever. That way she's not having to address, 30, 40 envelopes. They're already addressed for her. All she has to do is write out the thank you notes. So that's a really neat thing to do for an expected mom or a bride-to-be. If you're someone that's helping to plan a baby shower or helping to plan a bridal shower, I literally got 75 thank you cards for $10. I wouldn't have begun to even scratch that at the Dollar Tree. So if you're looking for thank you cards, especially if you're somebody that sends out merchandise or so forth, and you want to put a thank you card, go to the Hobby Lobby and get it. Don't even bother with the Dollar Tree. I was like, forget it. They also had a really cute, like baby bottle and, like a big size, like what is it? It's like a coin thing where it's like, a coin bank, and it was it wasn't a big baby bottle. It was nice size. So what I'm going to do is fill that with Hershey Kisses. And that way people can guess how many kisses are in the baby bottle. And then that way I'm going to also put a jar to the side of the baby bottle. And then that way I could say to people, if you have any extra change and you want to put it in here, when we empty the kisses, we'll start filling this baby bottle with change for the baby. So we thought that would be a good idea too. I like that. And another really good idea, now this is not for everybody, but Hershey showed up right at the right time. Hi, Marketplace Boutique. Right, Dan? You put hashtag blessed if you want people to connect with your channel. Another thing that I'm doing, and I'm not kind of telling Christina this, but I'll tell you all. I was looking for interesting ways to do a guest book, okay? And this would all depend on whether or not you are someone of faith or not. So this may not be the thing to do if you're not somebody that's, someone of faith. And I'm not, it's okay. There are so many options for sign in, guest books. I saw ones where it had, like, you could put your thumbprint on, and there was ones that had ST had that you could print out that had Winnie the Pooh and so forth. There's so many different ways. But because we are, that way, and my daughter is, I ordered a Bible from, I'm going to say it wrong, ST. I know it's ESTY. That place. And there was a sign that I'm going to make my own sign that said, have everybody get a highlighter. And I found highlighters that were supposed to be non-bleed and safe, and they're like a pastel kind of color. And have everybody highlight a Bible verse for the baby. And I thought that was so cool. So we've ordered a Bible, and I love the place I got the Bible from because it's able to put, the baby's name on it, and it's able to, it has a beautiful picture of like the outline of Jesus and a lion, it was just beautiful. And I love the story behind the artwork, and I also love the story, or I love that this place I got it from actually gives a little bit back to a community outreach program that they do and minister to other people. So I loved the whole thing. So I just love that we were able to get Little Bean a Bible and able to have everybody kind of take a highlighter, highlight the Bible verse that they want to highlight, and then I'm going to make little cards that says, you know, the person's name, the scripture address, why did you pick this Bible verse for Little Bean? It'll be different on the card, but anyway, you guys get the concept. And then a little special message to the baby from that person. And then if they would like to, and if they're willing to, I was going to have Josh kind of be in charge of maybe taking a picture of that person or the couple or what have you. And then that way we could put a little picture with the card. And I'm going to get a binder. They have binders on ST and that you can actually engrave. And so we're going to get a binder with Little Bean's name on it. Guys, I'm sorry. They haven't given me permission to release anything, so I can't. Except for this much. So what you're getting is what I'm having permission to tell y'all. And I'm going to get it's going to either be a 3x5 cardstock, or not cardstock, index cards, or it's going to be a 4x6. And it's like the sheet protectors, like the regular 8x12 or 8x11 sheet protectors. And I'm going to also I'm going to get the ones for like the 4x6 cards or the 3x5s, and those will fit in a binder so that he or she, depending on which one, thank you very much, Betty, so much for those. He or she, don't know yet, looks at it, they can go through and see all the messages from everybody and why they picked that verse and be able to say, oh, that this verse was highlighted in my Bible. And they could go back to the little notebook and find that verse and say, oh, that was the one who highlighted it. This is why they highlighted it. And this is just a little message. So I thought that was such a cool idea. And Christina, every time that we do at church, when we're sitting in Bible study, she will highlight her Bible. And the minute I saw that, Sandy, thank you much for the party hat. Thank you very much. She will sit there and highlight her Bible. And so I thought that was so cool when I saw that, because I thought my daughter does that all the time in Bible study and at church. Her Bible is full of highlights. And I thought, what a cool idea that I was able to get Little Bean its first Bible, and then that way everybody at the baby shower can highlight a verse, fill out a little card for he or she. Again, we don't know what it is yet. And that way, when they're looking back over it, they can go and say, oh, that's highlighted verse from my baby shower. Who did that highlighted verse, and why did they do it, and what was their special message to me? So I thought it was such a great idea, such a really special way. If you're someone that is, believes in that, to have that, what a special thing. And the fact that my daughter does it all the time, I thought was a great idea. But just think, when y'all are like, if you're helping somebody plan a bridal shower or a baby shower or something, check into, there's so many things they are coming up with now that are just so different in ideas to put together for a guest book. It's not just the thing that, I was like, I didn't want something that just everybody signs and that it closes, right? Hi, Alfonso. My court for my annual renewal, and I have to go every year on my birthday due to unforeseen sources. Oh, well, I hope everything went well. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, let's hope everything went well, Alfonso. And is it your birthday today? Happy birthday, my friend, if it is. Well, I know. Well, happy birthday. I won't sing happy birthday because it'll sound terrible. But happy birthday. You know what? It's the whole month of January, so you can celebrate your birthday all month long. Well, happy birthday. Let's wish Alfonso a very happy birthday, for sure. And I'm excited because I'm getting my shirt this week, so you guys are going to get to see some of our handiwork that we did, me and Alfonso. So happy birthday, my friend. And remember, your birthday is all year through, or all month through. Josh's birthday is coming up in next week is when his birthday is. So anyway, and I've been on the phone the past couple of days just dealing with insurances and our insurance, which we're changing insurances again. It's just been, I would not want to be in the insurance business at all. I don't know if hopefully I sound better than I did last time I was on. Yeah. Well, you'll be able to celebrate. It may not be on the day, but if you just remember, if you're a January baby or June baby or whenever, just enjoy the whole month. Don't have to worry that it's your day, but you get to celebrate a little bit with us. Yeah, hi Indigo. I feel a lot better. I don't know what I had, but whatever I had, I really felt pretty terrible and I wasn't sleeping right, and so that didn't help either. I've had a couple nights of really good sleep. So I feel better. I feel like I have more energy and so forth. So either Thursday or Friday, we will sit down with the list of companies. That way, if anybody has any other company they want me to look up and see if we can send an invitation to, and then we'll start getting them done. I'm getting the labels tomorrow and the envelopes, and I'll show you all that. Well, I will be praying for you. If you want to call me tomorrow, that's fine. I'm going to get off here very shortly and I'm going to go to bed. I'm really tired and I've been trying to work very hard on these for Eli because that way he can give these out. And I've got 8 done. They just take me usually, and then I got to start working on Christina's for her baby shower and her baby blanket that I'm doing for her. She doesn't know about yet. So I've got to get that done for Little Bean. And I've got to work on Indigo's blanket. I've got to work on stuff for the channel. Ooh, let's just have a party, right? These take me a little bit longer to do. For those that aren't familiar with the wordless book, these kind of represent the plan of salvation. And these take me a lot longer because there's a lot more changes. Usually I can wipe out, and I'm not doing all these changes for the Little Bean ones. I'm doing the regular ones. Usually these ones that I do, right? These ones take me about 25 minutes. These ones take me a lot longer because there's a lot more changes in the yarn. So I have to sit and change them every 3 rows. But I got to start working on Little Beans. And I got to get these done tomorrow because they have to sit for a couple days. Because there's so many changes in yarn, I want to make sure the glue is really stuck. So I got to work on stuff, and I didn't get that done today. And that's okay. So, and just one thing, guys, because I thought about it. I'd love to be able to do the baby shower decorations. Not that there's going to be a ton of them, but just kind of putting them together. Unfortunately, because most likely by then we're going to know the gender, and I cannot release the gender without permission coming from my daughter and son-in-law. So if they don't want that released, I cannot release it. They may just do it on their Facebook and say, listen, please don't do it on the channel, and I need to respect that. So as much as I'd love to be able to, down in the upcoming months as we get ready for it in April, do do the decorations with you all, I probably won't be able to. Um, Whether it was a girl or a boy, the soap caddies that I'm doing for little bean would be the same. Whether it was a boy or a girl, the colors are coordinating with her colors on her invitations. So whether or not, it wouldn't matter on the soap caddies, because they'd have been that way whether it was a boy or a girl. I used their wedding colors to inspire their baby invitations, and I also used the wedding colors to use it for the soap caddy. So whether it was a boy or a girl, those were going to be the colors of the soap caddy. So I decided to go with their wedding colors, because if there hadn't been no wedding there, we wouldn't be in baby stage. we could have still been, but anyway. But I just went with their, and I also went because the color of the ones for the baby shower, Christina loves turquoise. She loves teal colors and that kind of stuff, and the bottom of this part of the right here of the soap caddies for the baby shower is the same color as her maternity picture dress that she's wearing for her maternity pictures. And then the top part has orange, which is Jared's favorite color, which was exactly the colors they were using for their wedding. So that's what I went for as far as choosing the colors to make for the soap caddies. So those ones I can certainly do with all of you, but I would love to do, there are going to be tons of party decorations, but I'd love to be able to share that with you. I just don't know if I'll be able to. And I know you all understand, and I appreciate it very much. So, but the companies that we're going to be sending these invitations out to, those ones I won't be able to show you everything, but I'll show you, the invitation itself, and I'll let you know what I'm putting in and how to go about doing it, so that you guys can realize it's really easy to do. And then we're doing an experiment. How many invitations do we send out? What companies respond and what companies don't? And what companies to bother with and what companies to say, forget it. So I'm going to be glad to see what we get and run that experiment with y'all. So we'll talk more about it. We'll just hang out and kind of do what our special project will be, and getting it all together. And I'll have all the addresses. I compiled all the addresses. I spent the weekend doing that when I really couldn't talk. All the addresses on a PDF, which will actually be on our merch store if anybody needs it for anybody. All the addresses are on there so you guys can have it. I wanted to do that for anybody that would like to, is maybe not only for baby, but for wedding. I mean, there's some companies on there you could send for wedding, but anyway. So that's what it is. We are also doing a daddy basket. And this is something that I'll talk about too when we have it. Just ideas to think about when you're doing a baby shower or even a bridal shower. You could do a groom's basket. So something to just think about and put in there, because I think sometimes we forget about the dad, and he will be at the baby shower. So there's a lot of baby showers now that are both parents are there, and we wanted to make sure that we're honoring the dad too. So that's something to think about putting in, and asking people to bring something for the dad, because we forget about him. He needs stuff too. So something to just think about. And we're doing a diaper raffle. So But anyway, that's where we're at. So, and I have that, I put the Little Bean registry on the link tree. If anybody wants to, send something, we can make sure Christina and her husband get it for the baby. There's also the diaper fund. I know that's not an expense, an exciting gift to get them, but I can tell you they'll need it to be able to purchase diapers. So just something, if anybody, we wanted to put that there in case anybody felt like they would like to, do something. We are so appreciative of this community, and I really haven't put much up. I've just kind of, I think it's because I did not feel good. I honestly did not feel good, and I think that well, I would have to understand the context of it. I would have to understand the context of it, Alfonso. So why don't you call me tomorrow? I don't think I'm up to it tonight. Call me tomorrow and we'll talk. I don't. Well, that's not a good thing, but it depends what context it was all in. It's usually not the greatest thing to have that. But why don't you call me tomorrow and we'll talk? I don't have it tonight. I'm gonna get off here and go to bed very, very shortly. Because I'm really tired. I'm still kind of, thank you, Nancy, very much for that. I'm still kind of, I'm getting over what I had. Like, I had so much more energy today. But I'm still kind of feeling eek. And I have to work on these tomorrow. I have to work on these tomorrow. And I want to do, if I can get one or two done before I go to bed, I would really like to try to do that. But, again, I we'll have we'll have the live talking about our special project we're doing, so everybody can be aware, and we'll go through all the companies I have, and that will give you all the opportunity. If you think there's a company I've missed out on, you all can put it in the comments of the video, and then that way I may not be able to send them all. I got some stamps because, like 20 stamps are like $15. They're expensive. I'd love to send them out to like 100 companies, but I don't know if I could do all that. I may have to do this in chunks, little chunks. Mail some out in January, mail some out in February, mail some out in March, mail some out in April. I could even mail it after the baby shower, but I may have to do it in chunks because, my goodness, they can be very expensive. So, and I have to save some stamps for people like my mother-in-law, my sisters-in-law, a friend, and some other people that we're going to actually have to physically mail the cards to. So they're expensive, but again, at least if people have other ideas of companies, they could give me the suggestion, and then I could put it on the sheet, and then that would be available. And if we don't mail it to that company, I will put a notation and just say we didn't end up mailing an invitation to this company or that company or what have you. But again, it can be an expensive little endeavor, but I think it'll be worth it. We'll see what we get. 90 cents? Jeez. They're 75 or 78 cents here. So it get expensive. I mean, to send out 60 invitations to companies to see what we get back, because I think it'll be helpful to other people that want to think about doing this. It's $45 just for 60. So it can get very, very expensive very, very quickly. And, are we going to get all 60 companies to respond? I don't think so. So it'll be kind of like a gamble to see which ones. And I did find companies through this project that I didn't know existed. So even if we choose to not send something to a company, maybe it'll be a company that somebody go, oh, I didn't know that company was around, and they'll check it out and they'll like their products. So who knows? If it helps somebody find a company, who knows? But like I said, if I do them to 60, it's $45. If I do them to 20 more companies, it's like $60. But if she gets some substantial free items back that would be helpful to her, then it'll be worth it. And so, they're not a big sports people. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what we get back. I'm excited for the channel to see, and I want to do something. And then I want to be able to say to people, these are the companies we didn't get anything back. This was companies we didn't get response back from. Are these, and if we do get ones back that we send it out and we get it in return, I'm not going to resend it out again. I'm just going to scrap it and it'll be, don't bother sending because we didn't get anything back. So it'll be an interesting project. It's just, like I said, we may have to do it in chunks. But we'll go over the list. I think you'll all be surprised how many companies I really did find, and ones that I used other influencers to go, oh, I didn't know that company existed. Oh, I didn't know that company existed. Oh, I didn't know that company existed. So it was interesting to find companies that I didn't know existed by looking at other influencers who have done this. I've actually gotten some pretty nice things back. Like, I know we'll probably get something from Chick-fil-A, and probably Chewy. We got to send one to Chewy because of Mocha, So those I know probably. Anything else, I don't know. I'm not going to bother sending one to Walmart because they said like Walmart and Amazon and all of them, they want you to do registries. So don't even bother sending one out. But I did one to Coca-Cola for fun. Just be a fun project. And if it helps somebody else, wonderful. I'm thrilled to be helpful. So I'm going to get off here because my husband wants to come to bed. And I am going to try to finish at least one of these before I go to bed, because I was supposed to really work on these today and get more done. And then I'm going to really work on these tomorrow. And we're just probably going to do a check-in tomorrow. And then Thursday or Friday, be on the lookout, because we'll talk about the project. We'll go over the companies that I did and see if anybody has any suggestions for any other companies to send anything else out to. And we'll see. We'll get them out, start to get them out this weekend and see what we get back. Because I have the invitations, and then people will know how I would really recommend doing this. If I was you, there's a certain way I would recommend doing it. I would also recommend that if you're someone that's the grandmother to be or something, help, ask your son or your daughter or daughter-in-law, can I do this for you? It may be overwhelming for them to do. I know for me, just looking up all these addresses, my head was going. I thought this would be so overwhelming for my daughter right now. I'm thankful I could sit and do it and gather all these addresses because it was overwhelming. So you could be able to take our list and, download it for free, and then be able to go in and send it to your daughter or daughter-in-law and say, which companies would you like me to send one to? And I'll send an invitation. And it doesn't have to be invitations that are something that they have made. It could be something very easy that you can print right from home. So we'll talk about that on Thursday and Friday, the kind of, the way I would go about doing it, especially because they're going to companies that you may not get anything back. So it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to send out an invitation that came from the party itself. So we'll talk about it for sure. With that being said, guys, go ahead and put hashtag blessed in the chat one more time before we leave out of here. And again, I'm feeling better. We'll see if it snows tomorrow. Maybe I'll come live very shortly. But I will do a check-in again tomorrow night. Let you all connect with each other. I will do it earlier, I promise. But I wanted to make sure that I stopped on in and that you knew that I was still here. And again, we'll get some more stuff again on the channel. I'll start the Bible verses on Friday. And I totally forgot that I needed to do the recaps. I'm going to get back in the program, y'all. I promise. I'll do the recaps this week. And I don't think I did. No, is today Monday or Tuesday? Today's Tuesday, right? Monday totally skipped over me. I'll have to do 2 shout outs tomorrow to make up for today. I'm getting back in the program, but oh, goodness gracious. I'll get back with it at one point, I promise. But you guys are awesome. So remember, and hopefully on Friday, if I do it on Friday, hi, Brooke, Tuesday. Like I said, I've skipped some days somehow, not feeling well, and I'm starting to feel better. And I look forward to seeing what my shirt's going to look like. I'm so excited to get the shirt. I'm so excited to show you guys. It's going to be awesome. And we can thank Alfonso for sure for helping us make it happen. So anyway, happy birthday, Alfonso. For those that haven't wished Alfonso happy birthday. Happy birthday, my friend. And if you didn't get to celebrate it today, there's the whole rest of the month. And I will be praying for you. And if you want to call me tomorrow, you can call me tomorrow and we can talk for sure. But I'm going to head to bed very shortly because I'm tired. But anyway, happy birthday. Happy birthday to anybody's birthday that is today. Guys, don't forget about Dog the Bounty Hunter giveaway. We're still doing that one. I am going to do a short on it next couple of days. It's your brother's birthday. Well, happy birthday. It's Josh's birthday on the 23rd. So, and I will be uploading to the frost guards. I'll be getting that up. But I'll be doing a little video on just kind of telling people, go check out the Dog the Bounty Hunter giveaway. It's still there. But if you guys are going to enter that, you have to be in the United States and over 18 years old, and that's not affiliated with YouTube. Make sure you listen to the entire video because there's a keyword you have to put in your comment. If it's not there, you will not be entered. So make sure that you have watched the video in full and entered that keyword. And it is the Dog the Bounty Hunter hat. It is 2 soap caddies, which are these things right here. And I'm working on these 2 soap caddies, not these specific ones, but that's what they look like. And a $10 gift card to either Amazon or Hobby Lobby. It is of your choosing. And we will draw for that on the 1st. Hey, my friend, how are you doing? Jason, my brother. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm off to bed soon because I'm tired. I'm getting in the grandma stage here, y'all. I've got a shirt I'm going to put out, and it's saying, rocking this yaya life. I'm going to have Alfonso fix that one up because that one I'm going to actually have to get on a shirt before the baby shower so that I can order the shirt and wear it. I have to. Rocking this yaya life. I love it. I have to do it. I know you're not, and I appreciate that. You know, guys, if you don't think you can make friends and so forth on here, you can. I'm very grateful. I am an only child, and I don't think I'm going to have any brothers and sisters. And so I have them via this way. I have several sisters, and I have a brother in Jason, and I'm very, very grateful for... I am not going to speak Hindu. I'm very sorry. I can only speak English. So I am very grateful because I know if I needed to, Sandy's one of them. I know if I needed any one of them, I could call them up. And I have. I've called them up, and there's sometimes I've been in tears, and they are there to just help me through and let me talk it through, and been there, and I am very, very, very grateful. It is a very blessed community, and I'm extremely grateful for the community. And this is what connection does. You don't think it doesn't. It does make a difference because I'm not the same girl that came on here. I'm a much more confident girl. Now, there's sometimes I struggle, but I know if I was struggling real bad, if I was having a difficult time, call any one of those people and they'd be there. And it changes how you look at life, and it certainly means that I got friends, and I'm extremely grateful. Connection is everything. It is. Connection makes a big difference, and I'm forever grateful for it, and I'm very thankful. So, well, that's good. That is absolutely good. So, again, any guys, we will be on probably Thursday or Friday. We will talk about that special project where we're going to send out the baby invitations to companies, let you know how I'm going to do it, and let you know the companies that we're going to be reaching out to. And if you think I'm missing a company in the 60 plus companies I found, you could put them in the comments or let me know in the chat, and then we'll make sure that we are, putting them on the list. If we don't send them ourselves, then they're there for somebody else to maybe try and see if they choose. It would just be information for them to be able to use for their own experiment. I just wish the postage wasn't so much because I'd send out more than if the postage wasn't so much. I'd be sending out a lot more, but 78 cents a stamp gets it get expensive really, really quick. So that's the only drawback. And I really think that if you emailed anybody with this in the companies itself, I don't know if you would get a response. I really don't. I don't think you would get much of a response. That's my take on it. I may to that one company I sent the email to. I may see if hi Trooper. I may see if I may actually send them a physical invitation and see if we get a response that way too. I'm gonna wait a little bit, but I was like sitting there when I filled out the thing and I submitted it. I'm like, you should send an email confirmation letting people know that it went through. That was my only drawback with doing it, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. That's for sure. Well, this would be a fun experiment for sure. But with that being said, and next month we're going to do a 2K celebration because so far we're sticking, and we're going to celebrate a little bit next month for sure. And we're going to have a 2K celebration. So I'll put that out, and I will plan that for sure. Maybe we'll do it on Valentine's Day. That may be a fun day to do it. We'll see. Not deciding yet. Just thinking about it, but for sure. But we'll certainly celebrate because we have something to celebrate. That is for sure. Right, we got there, and so far we're sticking and we're growing, and that is the plan because we want to keep going up, onward and upward, right? So with that being said, guys, I'm going to go head to bed, let my husband come to bed because I told him I wouldn't be on here too long, and that was about half an hour ago. See, I start talking and I just keep going. So guys, remember that everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. We have you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered. And we'll see you tomorrow for another quick check-in. And then we'll do a live with our special project either Thursday or Friday. Love y'all. Have a great night. Have a great sleep. God bless. And bye-bye for now.